Well, welcome to video number 1. We will be starting our introduction to value, and you should have picked up your value scale learning guide ahead of time before watching this video. And we want to know, does a work of art have any value? And we're not talking about value like what does it cost or what's it worth, but we're talking about value as an element of art. So let's get started here. You should have your learning guide, as I said, and the first thing you need to do is put your name at the top and your block so we know who that belongs to as such. And our learning goal here for this introductory lesson will be to create 3 different and individual value scales in pencil. Now there's many techniques that can be used to create value scales. We're going to focus on 3 of them for our purpose. So before we get into all that, we want to define some terms. First, what is value? Well, the type of value we're talking about is the element of art that refers to the lightness or darkness in an artwork. The shading, if you will. All the different lights and darks and all the in-between. That's called value. Now, if you want to impress your friends, you can throw out this old Italian word, chiaroscuro. That literally means light and dark. Chiaro, light. Scuro, dark. So there's something to thrill and amaze your friends and family with. Now, so we're going to be creating a value scale. So a value scale is a chart that shows a range from white to black, and these will vary in how many steps are in between, but it always does it in a gradation. It's a gradual change from white to black. So the 3 types of value scales we're going to focus on are going to first be tonal, which is the most common, and that means that each block that is represented will be of an even tone. Each block will have an even value that it is representing in that change from white to black. Another type we're going to be exploring is crosshatching. Crosshatching can be used to create value. In this, each block will contain intersecting and parallel lines. Now, how close together and how many lines we put inside those blocks will affect the given value for that block in that scale. And the last definition that we have is linear. It's kind of like crosshatching, but they're not going to be intersecting lines. Each block will be represented by lines that are simply all moving in the same direction. It might be horizontal lines, diagonal lines, but all the lines move in the same direction. So, get these definitions, keep these for future reference, and we will move along to video number 2 when you're ready, and I'll have just a few things for you to consider before we actually start on the value scales.